Hi there, so we're back for the second of two commentaries upon Fond of Human Fractures, my new solo record, which is out tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the first video yesterday, which detailed tracks 1 to 5 of the record, hopefully illuminating something of the processes and the personnel and the inspiration by the music and the lyrics. We're going to continue today with tracks 6 to 10. Teenage Hudson Summons Epona is the first track of side 2, as it is outlined on the record, on the vinyl. Now, Epona, of course, being the pony from Zelda the Ocarina of Time. I was addicted to computer games when I was a teenager, and I used to go and pester the vicar's son in the neighbouring town to my village, and we'd go and blaze our way through 12-hour sessions of Zelda and GoldenEye. And so the track Teenage Hudson Summons Epona actually was salvaged from a cassette recording I found of music I composed and recorded when I was 16 at school. So it's as is, it's unedited, we had it mastered. That's literally the only change, the only upgrade. I hope very much you'll enjoy. It sounds like Danny Elfman, of course, but then the first cassette I ever bought was Elfman's soundtrack for Batman Returns, a film and soundtrack I still absolutely adore. I'm now a massive Oingo Boingo fan as well. You'll notice there was a B-side to the Come Back When There's Nothing Left EP, which was a cover of Oingo Boingo's Not My Slave. I think Danny Elfman is one of the greatest living melodicists out there. Track 2 on the second side is called Come Back When There's Nothing Left, which was of course the lead track on the last EP. It features Toby Driver from Chaodot on vocals. Toby's a very dear friend and a long-time collaborator. We've done 2 tours together. We released a duo record last year that we recorded in New York, whilst over there with a bunch of us to see the Mr. Bungle shows. I wanted to give Toby the lead vocal on this because the track Come Back When There's Nothing Left is inspired by Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions, which Toby had recommended to me during a massive Clive Barker binge that he and I were sharing transatlantically. So I'd watched Lord of Illusions after having watched Nightbreed and all the Hellraisers, and I was like, oh my god, this is also amazing. Sat down and wrote the lyrics and started composing the music that night, and as a demonstration of gratitude to Toby for exporting the inspiration, I thought I'd offer him the lead vocal, which I know you'll agree he did a beautiful job on. The track after that is called There Is No Such Thing As You, which is a plaintive piano ballad, kind of like a sort of distant cousin to Idiot Song from 10 years ago. It's a prepared piano, so a lot of the strings are muted. And again, it deals with dispersing the anxieties that tend to sort of cling in a sort of stormy formation around us, like a sort of halo of gloom that we absolutely must disperse if we intend to continue down the path of light, which I hope we all continue to do so, right? It's a brutal song, and it's severe, and I'm very, very happy with its elegance and its balance. The track after that is Dambala, originally by a Bahamian artist called Exuma, who was much beloved of Nina Simone. And it was Nina's version, which I first heard about 10 years ago and fell in love with. And it's kind of a banishing ritual, certainly in its original setting. You can hear in the lyrics it addresses slavers and apartheid and all of this, and it's a very, very beautiful civil rights song, couched in a deeply spiritual banishment. It took me a long time to develop what I perceive to be sufficient maturity as an artist and an interpreter, and as someone who expresses via the human voice, to believe I could do the song justice. And the first time it was performed was in New York with Toby Driver and Greg Massey from Chaodot and Timber Harris from Secret Chiefs 3 and Mia from Chaodot. And we debuted a version of it there at John Zorn's venue, The Stone, and we're very, very happy with the response. It felt respectful and honest and true to the original, whilst also recontextualized in a way that we felt permitted to do it. Since then, I've performed it over 150 times in various settings, and it felt absolutely right to put it on this record, when so central to the record is the sense of banishment of negative and toxic programming, both societally and individually. And I very much hope you'll enjoy that. That's one of the tracks that was recorded actually for the Quiet Earth with the full band, and that's a live recording. Yeah, it was mixed within about 10 minutes, and just because the performances were so balanced, and I really hope you'll agree. The final track on the record is called End Credits. Now this is so called because simultaneously with working on Fond of Human Fractures, I was working on my first film score, for a film called The Cake Tasting Society, directed by Bradley Tuck of Exploding Appendix, which is an avant-garde research group which I'm affiliated with, that deals in film, dance film, subversive academia and investigations into the avant-garde, as you might imagine. There was a lot of bleed musically and thematically and sonically between the solo record and the film score, given I was working on them simultaneously. So the vibraphone permeates throughout the marrow of both records. You can hear it on this one. I felt it appropriate to end with something of a springboard and a suggestion of where I might go next. I'm not going to be making a record for a while because I believe this encapsulates pretty much everything I wish to say for the moment in song form. So I'll be working on prose and getting the novel published, and I'm working on a bunch of videos and some short films and stuff. Ewan Morrison, who directed the Comeback When There's Nothing Left video, and Toby of K.A. and myself are hoping to develop a film soon together. But yes, I wanted to end on a springboard, a note of potential as to where I might go next, where I to continue in the song form. It has a mystique about it that I think is somewhat intangible and enticing. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. I'm really excited about releasing the record tomorrow. I hope you are too. Watch this space. I might issue a few more video transmissions throughout the day. I'm going to be doing a bunch of interviews tomorrow, and thank you all very much for the support indeed. I hope you'll enjoy the record. I'm really, really proud of it. You all stay safe, and we'll catch you soon. All right, bye. Thank you.